before I get started, I will see if I can watch Super Showdown, but I'm probably going to watch in the afternoon and then record my review in the evening and upload it. That probably is what's going to happen. Now, I did see some of Raw. I didn't watch all of it. I didn't want to watch all of it, but I watched enough of it to know that the rating from last week, which was the second lowest rating in the history of Raw, was founded. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the third lowest rating. If it goes, what was it? I think the Lex Man said it was under 1.64 rating. That's less than 2 million people, I believe, or 2 million. That's ugly. If they don't give a damn, it's just sad to see this. That they don't care. They're making money no matter what, so they don't care about the product. It's just sad. So for me, like I said, I'm not doing Raw reviews anymore. Maybe I'll cover something I think is interesting if I watch it a little bit, but I'm done with it. I'll do Smackdown, and I will do Impact Wrestling, and maybe sooner or later I will go back to looking at another show, maybe Reality of Wrestling or National Wrestling League or something like that. I don't know. It's going to count on what I'm up to at the time. Now, was this show good? Yeah. Was it interesting to go into Super Showdown? With 4 days, it was okay, but if this was on a Sunday, it'd be a lot more easier to digest what has happened. But it's going to be on a Saturday morning for that matter. So it kind of is hard to really get a big hyping for it. Even though, let's be honest, SmackDown's going to make it more hyped than Raw. So let's get on with this. Paige opens the show, and she's looking alright. She's looking good. I was actually kind of worried about Paige because she was looking sickly. Like she might have been drinking a little too much and it was showing. But she doesn't seem to be bad now. She seems to be much better. And she was trying to follow up what happened last week with Samoa Joe going to the house of AJ Styles and doing what his awesome bit. Now, AJ had his moment. He wasn't there at the show and he had his moment. Honestly, what would have been better? Now, what Paige said that AJ wanted him to stay in the company and he can try and beat him up there. We've seen this before, but to be honest, I would have liked was that Samoa Joe get fired, but Samoa Joe is still willing to fight AJ, and AJ's willing to fight Samoa Joe. And if you're going to make this so special, and particularly, and I'm making this honest, I don't know if they're going to let AJ drop that strap to Samoa Joe. There's a very good chance they won't. And it would be stupid if they didn't. But if they're going there, what would have been better is a non-sanctioned match. Not a no DQ match, not a no disqualification match, not having Samoa Joe still part of the company, have him fired or suspended indefinitely, or temporarily suspended or temporarily fired, and give a non-sanctioned match. That would have been a lot more better, particularly if AJ continues to hold that title. Now, did AJ talk well? He talked okay. But in the end, that's my worry. If Samoa Joe does not win that title on Saturday, then this made no freaking sense. He did too much good work for him not to get a real payout. And it would make better sense to have a non-sanctioned match and Samoa Joe to be temporarily fired from SmackDown than to actually do this. This is just me. Let's get on to the New Day. Dealing with the Bar and Booty's Worth. Was it good? It was, well, I'll say it like this. The guy who plays Booty's Worth, at least he got to be on the stage. He got to be in the ring. He got to actually represent himself. And he also got to get some pancake in the hat and pancake poured over. The New Day got their asses whooped, which I'm sure one of my subscribers is going to be very happy about it. You know who you are, since you hate the New Day, which is fine. I understand. There are days where the New Day can become annoying. It hasn't reached for me yet, but I know for a fact that when it comes to the New Day, they should not be champs. It should be the Bar. I'm saying this clearly. The Bar should have had those titles over a month or two ago. And they should be holding it, going against the Usos, going against New Day, going against Sanity. Yes, I said Sanity. Eli deserves better, EY. Deserves better than be doing nothing in the back. Along with, I forgot the guys' names. But you know who they are. I don't even remember the names because I haven't seen them in a while. It's just they deserve those titles to give us something fresh on SmackDown Live. That's just how I feel. Ty Dillinger wanted a fight more than he wanted a match. He went to Paige saying he wanted the Orton. And he got the Orton once he attacked him first. And then, this is the thing that I did enjoy. That finger is busted. Or maybe, I don't even know what to call this. Just finger anyone? No, finger licking good. There you go. This was finger licking good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. But it makes sense. If Randy Orton's taking out anyone he doesn't think is respecting him and gets on his nerves, he's going to take them out. Because he just did it. He beat up on Ty after Ty got the first jump on him. And then he peeled off the protection on the rods that hold the ring ropes together. Stuck Ty's finger in it, and you're seeing it there. And then he proceeded to break that bitch. Lovely. Lovely. But here's the thing. Two problems here. Two major problems. One, this was never about Ty Dillinger. This is about Randy Orton. So Ty is just a plot device, which is very sad to me. It is. Seeing that Ty is not getting anything done. Nothing done. Unless they're going to do something special with him. He broke his finger in this storyline. So he's not going to be doing anything for several weeks. He's out. Then worse is Shinsuke Nakamura. What is he doing? Nothing. Ty beat him last week. Which means nothing. So Shinsuke's got nothing to do. Unless he's going to be Randy Orton's lackey, Randy Orton's minion, Randy Orton's muse, or whatever. He's doing absolutely nothing. And it hurts to see that. But Randy Orton's looking beastly, which is great. Now, let's move on to... Let's get this done. When it came to Asuka dealing with Peyton Royce, it didn't matter. Their match is coming up together. They just wanted to give Asuka a win. But here's the problem. That match was too freaking long. We're talking about Asuka, ladies and gentlemen. The woman that could destroy anyone. Who literally destroyed the Iconics when they were in NXT. When she came in, she terrified them on the main roster. Now, Asuka was on the, well, not the main roster, the main roster of NXT. Now, Asuka went to the main roster of SmackDown and then Raw. The Iconics came later. And now the Iconics literally look better than she does. Because they've been booking them better. And I know they've been losing. And I know a lot of people don't like them. And a lot of their punts don't always work. I know. They're supposed to be managers. I say this again. And if anyone says, don't like them, they got the wrong type of heat, get them off my TV heat. You need managers. They don't always have to talk. They just got to stand there and look good. And with the Iconics, each of them can talk to a certain extent. And instead of letting your bias be there, just see them for what they are. They are managers who can, once in a while, wrestle. Rarely wrestle. Like Sensational Sherry. Now, mind you, Sensational Sherry was a very accomplished wrestler before she became a manager. And periodically went back to wrestling sometimes. But she was mainly a manager. She knew how to make her sexuality work. When it comes to them, they still need work. But they are managers that can wrestle when needed. So I'm just saying it like that. Now, I gotta say this because I know I'm gonna get a little bit of heat for this, but I gotta say it. I have to say this, and I said this once before, but I gotta say it. Look, I'm not against cancer research. I'm not against finding a cure to cancer. My own mother, who would be 89 years old if she was alive now, died of complications to lung cancer. Well, she had breast and lung cancer. She basically had cancer in her chest and in her breast. Pretty much she had it there. And she had complications when taking chemo. She died while going through it. Now, I'm not against it. But let's be honest here. I was happy to see that they're willing to put Naomi out there to do something like that. And I'm glad. The Ultimate Warrior's wife was there. One cancer survivor was there. And a doctor who's working on it. But let's be honest here. 100% honest. As much as you guys care about cancer research and defeating cancer, this is not the show to be putting it on. It's hard enough that we do not have good content on Raw. And we have semi-good content on Smackdown. And there's so many people in the back that almost have nothing to do. And you could have given that to them. That segment could have been given to a promo to somebody. And I'm not against cancer research, but honestly, it should not be there. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be. So, if you're going to get angry at me, I understand. But I'm seeing it from a fair point of view. I care about it being known, but not a long segment. It's just wrong. Now, Rusev Day. Well, the Ravishing Rusev Day had that moment when, look, I'm not fond of this. I don't want to see Aiden English in this position where we already know, look, we know that that video was cut in half. Lana saying, I want you, and then he's going to be later, they're going to find the truth that Lana said, I want you to do something for Rusev because I love him and I want to do something. This really hurts to see that the writing team is breaking these three up. Mind you, you really needed to turn Rusev face. You did. But destroying Aiden English, who was monumentally important for Rusev Day to get over. I don't care what anyone says. A year and a half ago, when Rusev Day was beginning, and before that, people cared about Rusev, but it meant freaking nothing. He needed a freaking mouthpiece, and he got one. A wonderful mouthpiece in Aiden English, and it worked so well that both of them together got a silly little medal presenting over more than the WWE writing team could get it done. And it's sad to see this. Honestly. Seeing Lana upset, trying to tell Rusev this means nothing, really means nothing. This is not going to help Rusev. This is not going to help Lana. And it's certainly not going to help Aiden English, who honestly could still be used as a mouthpiece. Who can be a manager. That's what he is. A manager / wrestler. They should have gotten the titles at WrestleMania. And he would be so well used as a manager. And then would be a wrestler that wouldn't be out there much. It would be Rusev who'd be winning the matches. It's just sad to see this. Okay. Next. Almost and Zelina Vega versus Truth and Mella. Let's be honest here. I know everyone hates Mella. She can't wrestle. She's annoying. But let's be honest. And this is what people believe. I see Mella for what she is. Just like with the Iconics. She is a manager that can wrestle seldomly to periodically. It doesn't mean every time there's a Smackdown or a Raw that she needs to wrestle. Once every 3 or 4 months. The majority of the time, she is a manager. She can get it done. And now, she's working with R-Truth, which is working. It doesn't make a difference that R-Truth is the one that's getting it over. And she's on the heels of it. It's working. The people are cheering her ass. They're cheering her. Deal with it. Anyone who hates this, I'm sorry. It's working. Deal with it. You got an R-Truth that is so damn charismatic He knows how to make it interesting. Hell, during most of that match, R-Truth was making it good. At one point, when Almost jumped into the ropes and does that little trick where he holds onto the ropes and the Zelina Vega goes under him. And I always love that part. That's always fun. You got Mela doing the splits, and then you got R-Truth jumping over her and does a split. And then a little later, they start dancing in the freaking ring. You can't tell me that those two are not funny and fun. Something you don't see in wrestling. This was fun. But the sad thing, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it again, and say it again, and say it again. Zelina Vega and Sierra Almost, Andrade Sierra Almost, I keep forgetting his full name. They're nothing but glorified jobbers. And it's so sad. The guy's got talent, and this is what you get. Garbage. I'm sorry. I see the way it is. Now, Shelton Benjamin versus Daniel Bryan. Once again, Shelton Benjamin is a plot device. Yeah, they have the little segment in the back where Shelton Benjamin is working with those elasto bands, going like this. And The Miz is saying, you need to take care of him and prove your point. I'm the one that got you that match with Paige. Prove your point. Hurt him. We know that the reason that he's doing that is he wants Daniel Bryan hurt. Obvious. But the problem for me is that Shelton Benjamin is doing it hurts to know this guy is so talented. And they're doing absolutely nothing with him. Yeah, he plays video games with Xavier Woods and Up, Down, Down. But that doesn't mean he shouldn't be wrestling on Smackdown. Not Superstars on Main Event. That's if he's even being shown there. Anyway, Daniel Bryan. Well, Daniel Bryan gets his ass handed to him once Shelton Benjamin wins. Now, maybe they'll give us a little bit of a surprise, and maybe Shelton Benjamin will be added to the match at Super Showdown. I would be surprised if they let Shelton Benjamin win that, and then between The Miz and Daniel Bryan, they go up against him and they destroy him, and that is how one of them gets the title. That would be an insult to injury for Shelton Benjamin, but I wouldn't put it past him. I don't know. Now, what is left? Anything left here I'm forgetting? No. Let's get this done. The end of the show. Hearing Becky cheered for the way she acted was good. Seeing that she had a poster made up to replace excuse me, to replace Charlotte allergies, sorry. To replace Charlotte's own poster, good. Seeing that Charlotte came out, not saying a word, goes in there, beats the crap out of Becky, and the crowd boos her, shows 100% that the WWE is not going to get what they want. They want Charlotte cheered. Not going to get it. Sorry, it's raining outside, if you hear thunder. They're not going to get what they want. They want Charlotte to be cheered, and she ain't going to get it. She's going to keep being booed. And no matter what Becky does, and she was trying her best to be a real heel, didn't work. She's saying, I got what I deserve. I busted my ass, and I'm taking out everybody. And everybody started cheering for her. In the end, the WWE heavily miscalculated, and they were hoping that Becky would flip to the heel, and their lovely Charlotte would be face, who I've said, and I will repeat again, she can't wrestle that great. Unless it's someone who knows her. Her breasts have been increased in size, and she's still grabbing at her breasts like she's scared they're going to pop. And lastly, the crowd will keep booing her. Now, the parts I just added with the breast part, I'm only saying that because she tends to grab her chest a lot. You would think that she wouldn't be afraid that something might happen. She had them before. She shouldn't be afraid. That's just me. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.